So, Babster would have loved this one because me and Babster love John Carpenter's The Thing and some other John Carpenter things that go on. But John Carpenter, if you didn't know, is a horror director from the 80s. He's responsible for The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, and Halloween.
See, my favourite out of them is Big Trouble in Little China.
I know it's great. I consider it a spiritual sequel to Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
because it feels like it's in the vein of Ghostbusters, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's just a good laugh.
In the same world. But John Carpenter's a big gamer. He really is a big gamer. I think the last thing I heard from him was criticising Halo Infinite and threatening to make a Dead Space horror thing, which I said, do it now. But John Carpenter apparently is making a co-op zombie video game called Toxic Commando. John Carpenter's Toxic... Oh, hang on, no, sorry, I read the bloody thing there. The director of horror classics such as Halloween and The Thing, which I watched in the cinema back in October, which is fantastic. Happens to be a keen gamer, and now he's making his own online shooter. May compete with Redfall, Nige. You might have something decent to play with.
Something decent.
Although he hasn't made a film for over a decade, John Carpenter is still doing something through his Renaissance period at the moment, with the recent Halloween films and mastery of synthwaves leading to a new appreciation of his whole career. Basically, films are shit. We miss John Carpenter doing things. Even fucking Ghosts of Mars looks like a masterpiece now in comparison to the crap that we're getting. And that's saying something when I can say Ghosts of Mars. If you've ever seen Ghosts of Mars, it's got Jason Statham in it. He's got an American accent. It's terrible. I actually still like it as a film, though. That's the terrible thing.
I honestly can't picture Jason Statham, Mr. Gazer, being an American. I can't.
One of his first big film roles, I'll be honest with you. There's even talk about a sequel to The Thing, and this is where Babster would have enjoyed that. But one of his many interests, but that's one of his many interests that doesn't get talked about is his love of video games. He likes horror games naturally. Of course, he would, being a horror director. But apparently he's also a massive Sonic the Hedgehog geek and has a penchant for Jak and Daxter. It still has been known, little has been known about this for some time, yet it had little involvement with making and providing music for Sentinel Returns. I have no idea what Sentinel Returns is. And with the cutscenes for Fear 3. So he did the cutscenes for Fear 3. Bell End. That was a terrible game. You should have done something better. Now he's heading his very own game, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Unveiled at Summer Games Fest, which was on, and everyone complained that there was nothing, which is annoying. When I say everyone complained that nothing, I complained that there was nothing interesting because I looked through the stories and release trailers, and this was the one that got me, along with another one that I'll show you later. But yeah, it's he's not to be confused with Troma's Toxic Avenger. Saber Interactive is developing. The game plot sounds a lot sillier than one of John Carpenter's movies, with a monstrous sludge god accidentally being released from the Earth's core, turning everyone into undead monsters. Sounds quite simple. I'm going to hit accept. Oh my god, it's on Daily Motion. Hang on a second.
Cool, blimey, Guff. No, that was loud.
Yeah, no, sorry. I might just turn something in there. So you've got the classic driving through the alpine kind of wilderness.
Yeah, he's got a pretty armoured car.
Yeah. It's got old 80s music in it. It's all over it.
Yeah, fully macho men with a dupe. Two macho boys.
4,
Yeah.
3,
Just wipe the blood off the screen.
1.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, now we've got some gameplay footage. Oh, that looks quite good. It looks like Back 4 Blood, but by John Carpenter.
Well,
You've got rocket launchers.
yeah. What's the game you like? The zombie horde game. Days
Gone was the zombie. It's the first big proper zombie horde game with work.
Yeah. There's so well in this. You've got armoured truck that you're just driving through a swarm.
Oh, driving with a Humvee and a machine gun on top of the Humvee. That's going to be fun. Oh, I have to keep talking to the bloody.
Oh yeah, the music is still going.
Oh, it's annoying because the podcast listeners, we're just watching them plough through zombies with traps and machine guns, and
there are hordes and hordes and some special zombies too.
it looks like fun.
So yeah, they've taken inspiration from quite a few things there, and
It's quite a few things.
that really tall one at the end, it looked like something from Left 4 Dead.
Mm.
So it's quite a bit of a mixture there of different zombie shooter games. Actually,
Part of me wants an 80s soundtrack to go along with it.
that
We
would
can
be
have an
cool.
80s soundtrack as we're playing it. I think I'd really appreciate that.
I enjoyed listening to that song as well, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, when we have to deal with the copyright element on the other side. But hey, podcast listeners get to listen to Bon Jovi. Was it Bon Jovi? Yeah, Bon Jovi shot.
I think it was Bon Jovi, Shot Through the Heart.
Sure it is, but part of me, I'm tired. My brain's like, are you sure? Are you sure, Gareth? Are you sure?
I'm sure someone will correct us.
I'm hoping that's going to be good. There's chance of technical errors, coding, all that sort of thing. So it may not be perfect on release. That's what my gut is telling me.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they sort of go, here's a finished game and we've bug tested it and it's great.
But not if it was a single player game, I'd put and John Carpenter, I'd say yes. But it's because it's multiplayer co-op. We're gonna get there's gonna be issues. I can lay money on there being issues, Nigel. I think I don't want to say it, but just experience tells me that there'll probably be a problem. But saying that, when they fix it and sort it, because I imagine they will fix it and sort it, that looks like fun. Please be on Games Pass. That's my next thing.
Yeah, if it's on Game Pass, that's a download for me. I'll play with you and Carl for sure.
Yeah, we'll get back.